Hey everyone, it's Dr. Dan. I'm a clinical psychologist and I'm also autistic. And so, as a clinical psychologist, I work a lot on helping people with their social relationships and their social skills, which is kind of surprising if you know anything about autism, because you might be saying, well, Daniel, how could you, as an autistic person, be a social skills expert? How could you help other people with it? And I want to say, well, I wasn't a social skills expert for most of my life. I had to spend a lot of time working and studying to try to figure out how do I engage socially with other people. And along the way, what I discovered is that most of the strategies and techniques for teaching and learning social skills that are out there are pretty deeply flawed. And I wasn't able to really learn social skills myself and figure out how to connect with others until I was able to kind of look past the way that social skills are often taught and figure out the right way to learn social skills. So, what do I mean when I talk about the wrong way or the right way to think about social skills or to learn social skills? Well, the wrong way to learn social skills, the way that I commonly see presented, is to think of social skills as a big set of rules that you have to learn. Somebody meets you for the first time and you are supposed to shake their hand. That's a rule. Somebody shows you pictures of their baby and you're supposed to act interested and say that the baby is cute, even if it's very ugly. That's a rule. All of these are just big lists of rules. And theoretically, I guess if you learn the right rule for every circumstance, then you will have learned social skills and you'll be able to be socially successful. This sounds good, but it absolutely does not work. And it doesn't work for a couple of reasons. One of the big reasons why this doesn't work is because just learning a set of rules is not enough to create understanding or ability. The official NBA rulebook for basketball is 74 pages long. I know, I just checked. If I were to sit down and memorize that entire thing cover to cover, that would not allow me to go and dunk on LeBron, right? Just knowing the rules of something is not the same as understanding the strategy or the application or the actions that you're supposed to take. What's more, treating something like a rule book to memorize puts you in a mental state where it's very easy to get discouraged and to give into perfectionism. Because if you treat social skills as a set of rules, well, then there's always going to be a rule that you are breaking, a rule that you haven't learned yet, a mistake that you've made. And not until you've learned everything, until you've gotten to perfection, can you be satisfied. And of course, you're never going to get to perfection. You're never going to be satisfied. And so trying to go after it in that approach is just going to breed discontent, self esteem problems, probably even cause you to give up, throw in the towel, and stop your pursuit of social skills. So, what are we supposed to do instead? Well, the important thing, the number one thing that I want you to take away from this video is to realize that social skills are not a set of rules, they are a set of tools. Each social skill just allows you to accomplish something in your social interactions. And the things that you accomplish are the things that are important to you. Do you want to feel connected to the other person? Do you want the other person to feel connected to you? Do you want to have a fun experience at a party? Do you want to give a good impression to your boss? All of those things that you're trying to accomplish, you accomplish them using the tools of social skills. And there's a lot of different tools of social skills, more than I can get into in this video, but they all kind of boil down to sort of understanding or being understood. Because the critical thing to know is that when we communicate with somebody else, we are communicating on so many different levels. It's not just the words that we are saying, but how we are saying them and the actions that we're doing and the words that we're not saying and all of those different things. And all of that combines to create an overall communication package that will then affect what the other person thinks of us and how they feel in that moment. And similarly, the other person is communicating to you with this big package of things that goes beyond just their words, but also all of the nonverbals, all of the actions, all of those sorts of things. And so when you can learn the skills to be able to deliberately communicate on all levels what you want to communicate and deliberately understand on all levels what the other person is understanding, then you can connect socially really well with the other person, because you can make sure that if you're trying to show the other person that you care about them, that you do so in a way where they actually feel cared for, instead of there being a misunderstanding. Or if the other person is trying to signal to you something important, you can make sure that you actually capture that, you don't miss it. That's what social skills is learning those specific tools to better understand, better be understood, and therefore better be able to create the social experiences that you want to create. And the thing that's exciting about that is that that is, instead of being a discouraging thing like, oh, I missed this rule, I forgot this is a creative thing. It's like sitting down in front of a piano, and every day that you learn a new social skill, it's a new note that you can play. It's something else that you can add to the creative experience that you're having with another person. And so it's not that, oh, I have to avoid these mistakes. It's, oh, I can build something better, more exciting, more thrilling. And if I do make mistakes, well, that's a learning opportunity. That was a way for me to discover, okay, I missed that this person was signaling this. Next time, I will not miss that. Or, oh, I didn't realize that I was communicating this thing that I didn't want to communicate. All right, well, next time I'll realize that. And when you can go into social skills learning with that mindset of treating it as tools to create an experience of connection instead of rules that you have to follow in order to be accepted, it transforms your whole social experience, and it allows you to be excited about connecting with other people instead of being ashamed of not being able to connect with other people. So I hope that recalibrated your thinking a little bit. And I'll definitely be putting out some more videos getting into some of the specifics of what some of these specific social skills are, but you don't have to wait for that. I think start now just by looking at different social skills resources, but really asking the question, is this trying to teach me a rule, or is this trying to give me a tool? And focus only on the stuff that is giving you a tool. So hope you found that helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, if you've got something that you want to share with me, drop a comment. I respond to all my comments. So if you have a question, if you think that my beard is stylish, whatever, go ahead and leave a comment. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.